A few years ago, I started this channel and we were talking about business. I was discussing the various things that run around business, from starting a business to growing to the challenges to everything. And I remember I even interviewed a certain Mama Mboga, and she told us about her business. And then I went on a break. Now I am back, and this time round I came with a very interesting topic. And it is a series that I will be taking you through. And this topic is digital skills for business growth. If you're interested in that, if you're starting a business, if you have a business that has been running for the past few months or years, or if you're planning to work in a business setup, this is for you. So sit back, relax, and enjoy as we dig deeper into this topic, digital skills for business growth. Hey guys, welcome back to episode 2 of the Digital Skills for Business. I call it Digital Skills for Business Growth because this is one of the factors to grow your business. So last time we talked about the basics of digital skills. That is just the basic part of creating an account on Google and an account on social media platforms. And we talked about what all this is, and I went through the 3 steps of fully being digital. And today we are going next into now building an online presence, into really what this means for you to now be fully online and to have an online client base or clientele base. So today, and that's today we will talk about digital marketing, which is now will help you to get online, to have an online presence. Think of any business that you see online. Like I have 3 that when I log into Facebook or Instagram, those accounts, I am so sure I will come across it. I am sure of, for example, Alibaba. I am sure of Jumia. I am sure of Kilimon. I am sure of some other shoe vendor. So I am very sure if I log into Facebook or Instagram, I really do not have to search, but one of the first things I will see while scrolling will be the pages of those companies. And so that is really what it means to have an online presence, that someone can easily get you online. So this is done through digital marketing, and digital marketing is done in 2 forms. One is digital advertising and marketing, and the other one is in 3. The other one is content marketing, and the last one is visual content and branding. And so the first one we will go through all the 3, the 4. We'll go through all the 3. Step by step. And so starting with digital advertising and marketing, this is where you use you really try to go out there to market your company, to market your products, and basically to let people know about you. And this you can do it for many reasons. Either you can do it to increase sales, or you simply can do it to make yourself be out there. Like, for example, I will give an example of this traditional methods of marketing, like using broadcast stations like Citizen, for example, in Kenya, whereby you see these big brands, whenever they have a product, they will show up on those television. They will book they will book sections where their adverts will be shown, and so that you can be able to understand the products that they have brought in the market. And so So for example, those ones, there are companies that have been here and we know them, they have been advertising again and again. And that is why you can be sure some of those companies, if you ask even a toddler, they know it because of how it has been advertised again and again. It has been marketed again and again. And so even in online, it is really just the same thing. So in a digital advertising and marketing, there are many things you can do to achieve this. And one of them is using campaigns. And you can use campaigns in different forms. So campaigns are really just a message that you come up with and you want to put it out there to your audience. And it can be in a form of it can be in a form of many styles. You can use, like, for example, digital paid ads on those social media platforms or on Google or something like email marketing. And so before you do this, you really do not just wake up and you start posting your ads and no. You have to come up with an effective campaign for you to be out there. You need to sit yourself down and now think, what do I want out of this? Do I want, for example, to increase sales? If yes, by how much? What is my target audience? For example, if you sell women clothes, your target audience is really women, or men who want to surprise their women. So really, you want to make this message go out there to the woman or to that person interested in a woman, either their sister or their mother or their wife or their girlfriend. So you have to study the target customers that you want, and then what is your aim of that campaign? Either you want to increase sales, and if yes, by how much? Or maybe you want to introduce a product into the market. So how do you want your audience to know that product? Maybe having a message describe that product. So you have to ask yourself all those questions. And then number 2, you can now develop the campaign by choosing the voice, design, type of message and keywords for you that you use in that campaign. And then next, the voice, the design, when I am, for example, advertising service that I am going to introduce in the market. Let's say I'm a consultant of anything. As opposed to when I'm introducing a product. For example, I'm introducing clothes or cosmetics or electronics, or I'm introducing spare parts. The voice that will be used there can vary depending on the type of message you want to portray on the market. And also keywords, because those keywords are the ones that will be used when the client is searching for whatever they want. So when they use those keywords, they will come across your product that you are marketing or advertising. And then the next thing, you choose the digital channels for your campaign. So here you can choose, you can look at the way you have been online and look at which ones do you think will work more. And again, this I think will go very well with choosing your target audience, because then you will know where your target audience mostly are. For example, if you go with women's product, you can be sure if you send them on TikTok or Instagram, they will really say, because that is where most women are. And once someone wants something urgently, they want to order online, you will either go on TikTok or on Instagram or sometimes on Facebook. So those are some of the things that will help you know the channels that you can use. If you want, for example, to introduce service or to promote your services, you can use email marketing, because probably most of your clients they use emails a lot. There are some people who don't use emails that much. So if you want to advertise something like a product, like women's product, and you use email, chances are they will not even see your message, because there are people who really don't check emails regularly unless there's really something they're expecting, or maybe they applied a job and they want to see if they have a reply, and will not go check their emails. So this and as opposed to, if let's say is a consultation a service, consultant service, most of your clients you might actually find them on email, because maybe they're professionals or people working in the corporate one, and you might most probably find them if you advertise your service through email marketing. And then next, you create the content and implement the campaign across the channels. So after you have all these messages, it is simply now to create that content and advertise it. And then after that, after you have marketed your products, you have come up with your targets, the goals of your business, the goals of that campaign, and you have actually posted it out there. The next thing is to evaluate it against now your goal. Now you have to evaluate it and see for example, I use Instagram ads. Now I will have to be going to see how the ad is working, how many people so far have seen it, how many people have come to view my profile, how many people have messaged me, so that I can see if that campaign was effective. And then another thing, you get insights through data. So advertisements are driven by consumer data. Advertisements driven by consumer data are they deliver good insights. So like I told you, when you go to see exactly how, sometimes even people actually comment on those adverts, and you can see their views, and they can tell you exactly if your campaign was effective, or if there's something you need to do different. And then advertise through many channels. Advertise through many channels. Advertising through many channels, you will, for example, the companies that I'm telling you, as Baba and Kilimod and Jumia, if I go on Instagram and I find it, I go on WhatsApp and I still find it. Sometimes even on YouTube, I'll find the adverts popping when I'm watching people's videos. When I keep seeing it again and again and again, chances are I will want to buy from them, because I have seen them, and the more I see them, the more I tend to have believe them kinda. That is how the human mind is wired. Like recently, I was joking about a certain company that I have seen with almost all influencers. They have really invested in advertising with all influencers, until the last time I was like, okay, now we can go and check what is this you are offering. So if you do that and advertise in as many channels as possible, chances are people will want to know, okay, what is this you want to tell us? What is this you are advertising? What is this product you are offering? And they will be eager to know. So, but unlike if you just do it once and do portray, chances are people will not have that interest in your product. And then next, use client segmentation. This is where you go deeper into segmenting your clients according to their particular needs. So, for example, if I am selling women's clothes, there are many of them. Am I selling officials? Am I selling trousers like mom jeans? Am I selling kitanges? Am I selling, So you want to segment your clients according to the specific needs they want, because those clients who just love kitanges. There are those clients who just love trousers like mom jeans or palazzos or jeans. There are those ones who love, So go deeper into segmenting your clients and offering them the particular product that they actually love. And then now the next thing is now how to conduct your digital marketing. you can hire a professional digital marketer who can really help you. A professional digital marketer is someone who has studied marketing, and they can actually be able to help you understand the market. They can actually be able to help you understand the markets that you want to get your products to. They can help you even in the client segmentation and everything, and then help you in how to design the message of how you will now get that message to the target audience or to your target customers. Another thing, like I said, you can pay ads on Google for search engines. You can also do social media ads. You can pay, like I use Meta AI and Meta Business Suite. That is Facebook, Instagram, and Thread sometimes. And then email marketing, like I said, if you are offering a service. And then you can also use influencers. Influencers really play a big part, because when you tend to watch someone and you can relate with their life, if that person comes and advertises something to you and they show you actually how they use it in their life, it is easy for you to go and buy that particular product. So you can even use influencers in this campaign. The next thing is content marketing. Content marketing is where you provide you provide content for your products or for your company. You can design a message in form of, let's say, an article where you are describing your product or describing your company. And then you will use now that you post it on your website, or you post in platforms that offer articles. And so someone can go and read about your company or read about your product deeper and understand them. And that will be one way of you going online and builds in. Yeah, so this content marketing is into two, like I said, there is product content and company content. So product content is where you create articles that describe your product, while company is where you create articles that describe your company. Yeah, and then another thing is you use SEOs to help your content reach your target customers or your target audience. SEOs are search engine optimization methods. This is where you use keywords. Now you can use search engine optimization methods are like using keywords. Keywords is where you look at for example, your content. What are the keywords that you want to that describe your product? For example, I want to describe let's say in the clothing industry, you want to say palazzo pants, for example. You have to make sure these keywords you make sure these keywords are these keywords are they describe the particular product, and you don't put the name of the company that, for example, offers the product, because people will not come to your company. For example, if you are a distributor, you are buying from a company and then you come to sell to the customer. If you use the name of the company that is selling the product to you, people might actually go to their website rather than coming to your website to look for that product. So you have to make sure, while describing that particular content, make sure in that particular product or your company, make sure it is driving them even more closer to your company. Okay, and then make sure you're using keywords that people can relate with. When someone gets on Google, it is something that they are most likely to search. Use search words. Yeah, and then your own product description words. You describe them according. You use your own word to describe that product, so that someone, if you use like the words of the company, someone might go to that company. And then the product name in the title, like I said, and then insert space for customer opinion and evaluation. Want to know what the customer thinks about this product. Be eager to know what they think about the product. Sometimes they may have questions of, how can I use this? Be eager to know what the customer thinks about this product. And then the last one, optimize your website so that it loads quickly. There are websites that if you optimize your website so that when someone comes and searches something on Google, chances are it will be the first one to appear. So this will help search engines put the website at the top of the searches. Okay. Okay. Now the next thing is creating good visual content. Visual content from the word is something that is appealing to the eye, something that you can see, something that attracts the eye. And this is number one, good pictures, of course. Take very nice pictures of your products. Make sure there is good lighting. The background is almost plain and that there is nothing in the background distracting your target audience. You can even record a video describing that product, and make sure the focus is on that product. So you just describing it, probably you can describe how it is worn or describe how it is used, and just make sure that the focus is really on this product. This product can work this way and this way and this way. Okay. And then you can start where you are with your place and good lighting, or hire a professional photographer. For example, you can hire a professional photographer. They will even advise you on some of these things. You will have to choose between cheap and quick photos and good and expensive photos. Okay. You really do not have to go hiring if you feel like your business is just starting and you have this less capital and you really do not have enough money. You can just use some good phone and good lighting and look for a nice place that the product can be shown. But if your business is doing well, hiring a professional photographer is even better. Really, because the person is professional and they can actually design your product in a way that will be attractive to your target audience. And then use human models. Use human models like, for example, or maybe wear it with yourself, so that using human models to advertise your product. Someone can actually relate with it because they're seeing a human like them use that product, and they can actually relate rather than using dummies, for example. So yeah, if it is, for example, you're advertising a watch, wear it on your phone and let someone see it on your phone. They can easily relate with your product if it is coming from a human perspective rather than from, let's say, a dummy or something else. Okay, so and another thing is digital branding. Digital branding is now where you are. This is the face of your company. This is the face of your business, or this is the face of your organization or whatever. And this involves your logo. This actually involves how people see you. And when you see something, there is already there is a message that already you have about it, even before anyone telling you anything. For example, using things like colors and things. Colors have meaning. So there is a way someone, if they say a certain color, automatically what comes in their head is a certain message. So this visual things like this visual items like branding are very important for your business to stand out. And then having, like, let's say, a logo of your company that is very clear and it's very clear and it's very out there, like you can easily notice it. When someone comes across it, when someone comes across, if you have a clear branding of your company or your business, and you have advertised your products, like we said earlier, using the digital marketing and stuff, if someone comes across your product and it has that logo, and like another product which does not have a logo, that person is likely going to buy this product which has your logo on it. Okay, people tend to trust what they have seen more than this that is a bit confusing. We really cannot know where it is coming from or something. They tend to have trust issues with those ones. So if you make a very good digital, if you make a very good logo for your business, choose the right colors that can explain your message or that can explain why exactly you are on the market. It will really, really go a long way. And then make it consistent in all your campaigns, in all your marketing strategies. This logo appears again and again. It will really make you become very online and become very present online. And anyone coming across your logo will have at least that trust already to want to buy that product. So this is includes designing a unique brand identity with a logo, brand colors, and fonts. Even fonts, the way you structure your letters, if it also matters. And someone will see the way your letters are structured and the way other letters are. Some they have used another font. It will be easier to know. No, it's not this one. And by the way, it is also good for you to have that branding clear and out there, so that conmen and other people who tend to use another brand's name to advertise their product will not come and con people and destroy your market. Okay? Because someone will just go online and say, no, this one is they're advertising this product, but I can see this logo is not the actual one that I know. They can even ask a friend, do you want this logo or this company has changed? And it will be easier for you even to protect your clients from conmen and from such people. Ensure your brand's identity reflects or describes the story you want to tell. The values it stands for, your mission and your target audience. Include graphics, icons, photos, and instructions on how and where to use them on your websites or social media platforms. And then use the style of your content. It can be technical or not technical. If, for example, you are selling spare parts, you want it to be technical because you're dealing with you're dealing with spare parts. Okay, if you are dealing with, for example, women's products, you want to make sure it is it is going according to those products. Okay, and then use of abbreviations and acronyms, numbers, and then guidelines on social media post types and timing and guidelines for email writing. Make use of Canva make use of Canva to develop your product. Make use of Canva to develop your logo. Okay, and to design your content, to design even your ads. Make use of Canva to help design them, to help design the flyers and everything. Okay, so that is it for this episode. I hope you got an insight of how digital marketing, of just what it can help you in building an online presence. And tell me in the comment section which one you have already done and which one you are thinking of doing, and which one have you learned today, and which one do you think is most effective. Tell me in the comment section and let us meet in the next one. Bye.